Funny name, man. How'd you come up with that?
Long story.
All right. So how old are you?
I'm 27.
All right. What's up with this backup plan stuff?
I don't think it's like a good idea to have a backup plan. I was just talking, excuse me, I'm just getting to work.
All
I
right.
was talking to a friend about that earlier today.
Mm-hmm.
That's just like hurt people behavior. Because if a person's not treating you right and they're not giving you what you need and want, why are you there? Why are you going to go mess up someone else because someone is messing you up? Like, I never
Were,
understood that
were
thought
you were you
process.
surprised when you heard that number of 50%?
Yeah,
You were surprised?
yeah.
Did you think it would be large, bigger, or smaller?
Bigger.
You thought, oh, you think more women have backup plans?
I don't think anyone should have a backup plan, to be honest with you.
No,
Like,
no,
no
no.
one at
What
all.
I'm saying, when that number came
I'm
out and
sorry,
said
Kevin.
50% of women have backup plans, were you surprised at that number, or did you think it was too small or too big?
Okay, when you say it like that, I thought it was too small.
Okay. So what percentage of women do you think have backup
Excuse
plans?
me. I think 85%, to be honest. 85% of them.
All right, thank you. I thought it was kind of small myself. Um, all right. What, are you outside now?
Yes, I work outside. I do security.
Okay. Well, so do you have brothers?
My brother is deceased.
All right. Well, 85. So what does that say to me? And if 85, you think 85% of women have backup plans?
It means that they aren't you.
Okay. All right. Appreciate it. You got a lot of background noise going on. Appreciate it, Mom. Bye bye.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna be honest, man. I was kind of surprised that the number was. I thought it would be more than that. Hold on. I think more women have backup plans um, than admitted because I want you to think about something. 50 plus percent divorce rate, and 8 out of 10 divorces are filed by women. 8 out of 10, well, seven was in our community, 80%, but 70 plus percent of divorces are filed by women. You ask a woman, how many relationships have you had that you have not broke, that you have not left? Most women leave their relationships today. So, ladies, understand something. If you're saying you want relationships, but you can't stay in them, what's the point? All right, here we go. Let's scroll through here and get her done. Becca. Oh, okay. Well, let's get it. I think the term. I think. Hello.
Hi, Kevin.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. How old are you?
I'm 25.
All right. What's the deal with these backup plans?
I personally don't believe in a backup plan. I'm married, happily married, actually.
How long
Um,
you been married?
we've been married for 2 months now.
Okay. How long did you guys date?
3 years.
You got any kids?
Yes, one.
Okay, go ahead.
So I personally don't believe in backup plans. I feel like he's my partner for life, and a lot of women do have backup plans because they're not secure in their relationships or dealing with the men that they deal with. And like the girl was saying earlier, she was saying that the guy doesn't treat her right or something like that. That's because you have to have that communication with your partner. And if you have a backup plan, that doesn't mean you're loyal.
Thank
So
you.
it's like,
Thank you.
what's the point of
What's the
having a
point?
backup plan?
Thank you. Thank you, Mike. Congratulations on your marriage, man.
Thank you.
Thank you. Look, man, that's what it comes down to. If you have a backup plan, that means you have relationship issues. You personally, because you always have an out. You know, there are two schools of thought here. I'm not going to say always. I don't want to be so extreme. But there are schools of thought that you should always have a plan B. Okay? And this is a philosophical question. Which came first, the chicken or the egg? And it really depends on how you believe the world is. There are some people who are like Coronado, who will burn the ships and say, now we can't go back. We got to make it work here. And then there are people who are always on a backup plan or insurance. We're talking about a relationship. I'm not a fan of backup plans because human beings are lazy in the sense that we look for the easiest path. It takes true effort for human beings to choose the harder path, okay? It's men or women. And if you have a backup plan, you're using it. It's not like you just say, think about this. How many people have this break glass in case of emergency cigarette? Those always get used. Those get used. Ladies, understand, the backup plan is insulting to men because you say you want relationships, but if you want them, why can't? And I think that women are more accustomed to acquiring men than keeping men. Now, I know folks are trying to say this or that about, listen to women. Hold on, I'm going to go to this next person too. All right, so here we go. I want to ask a question. What's the sense? What logic does having a backup plan? Hello.
Hello.
Hello. All right. What's the logic of having a backup plan? What's the logic of having a backup plan? If you're trying to actually make a relationship work, why have the backup plan? All right, man, I'm gonna put you back in. You just bounced out. I can understand. Hello?
Can you hear me?
I could hear you before. How old are you?
I'm 25.
All right. So what's up with all these backup plans?
I believe that women have a lot of trust issues. So they feel like they have to have a backup plan. You know, they don't feel like they can trust a man from their previous like relationship or like their past. So I strongly
Are you
believe.
in that group?
Oh, I don't believe in it, but I have did that. So I'm going off what experience that I did.
So making a man in your present pay for the mistakes of your past equals no future.
That's true.
So let me flip the script. So if
Mm-hmm.
a man had issues from a previous relationship, it would be okay for half the men to take that out on a current girlfriend.
No, I don't believe in that. That's why I
Okay.
said when I did it, it was more out of despite
Okay.
like out of, anger, more or less.
Uh, have you got that addressed now?
Yeah. I mean,
Uh,
I'm single, so I don't have to
okay.
worry about that.
Okay. Do you ever want to be in a relationship again though?
Yes, I do.
You
I
want to
do
be
want to
married?
get married. Yeah, I
Okay.
do.
So what have you done to address the situation?
Just a lot of communication.
With who?
Well, with a guy that I'm currently like talking to, but you know, it's
No.
just we're
You
just
said
friends.
okay. So this is where it kind of starts to go off the rails.
Okay.
You said you're single,
Yeah.
but then there's a guy you're kind of talking to.
Mhm.
Modern women have so many different damn ways to define a relationship. I need to stop that. Number one.
Mhm.
But number two, you have not done any work.
I had to work on myself for the better. So I had to work on myself to understand like, hey, it's not my problem that this person don't want to be with me. It's time to leave. So I had to understand that when someone doesn't really want to be in
How do you do the work on yourself?
um just not being in a relationship, working on myself by understanding
Okay.
what am I doing
But
wrong
how
in
okay.
order to.
You were in a relationship.
Hmm.
You needed and you had a backup plan. You're out of the relationship. How do you do the work?
Oh, you're saying that if I would have just stayed in it and
No,
try to
I'm
work it
saying you're
out.
out of the. What I'm saying is you're not. I'm trying to understand what you classify as work. You said I got to work on myself. How?
by understanding what are you doing wrong in the relationship. I had to
Okay.
figure out what was I
So
doing
you
wrong.
sat down after the relationship was over and you asked and you figured out what you did wrong.
Yeah. I had to realize what I was doing because it's like this. It's 50-50. It's not always about the
Do you make room for the possibility that you're not qualified to fix yourself?
you're saying that I need to go to therapist, like
I,
to a therapist.
I don't understand. Okay, how do you, physician, heal thyself? How are you going to fix something while it's going on with you?
I did do that, but I feel like I didn't need
You
it after
you
I
did
heard,
you did do what?
like, you can go through Kaiser and do it, do a
You went
therapy.
to a therapy.
Yeah,
How long
but I
did you
didn't do
go?
it that only for a month. It didn't, I mean,
Thank
I
you.
understand her gift.
See, stop right
Mhm.
there. Thank you. I'm gonna say something to you and all women. Y'all don't you guys think y'all think too much of yourselves.
You
You
think I
mean
think too much of
I
myself
said,
by going?
or
Oh,
listen,
okay. You're
listen.
saying women. Okay.
Yes, you're not the professional.
Hmm.
You have issues. We all have issues.
Of
But
course.
yet you wouldn't sit down with somebody in less than a month of talking to a trained person and say, well, I'm not doing. I can do it myself. Where else in the world can you do something like that? To where you can sit down with somebody who's trained in something and say, I can do it myself. You don't have the training, you don't have the patient history, you don't have the
Right.
experience.
Hmm.
Where else can you do something like that?
Nowhere else.
Right.
You
But
have
then you're
to.
going to take it to a human being. You're going to take it to a man and you end up giving him this you that you've been working on.
Hmm.
See, especially in our community, black people, black women in this case, you're far too proud. You don't want to sit down and have somebody tell you about yourself.
No, I understand that I have to allow someone to tell me if I'm doing something
Then
wrong.
why
I
don't you
could
go
take
to another?
prison.
Okay, why don't you go to another therapist then?
Um, I just thought that when I understand what you were saying, because I feel like I already know what I have to work on within myself.
Thank
So
you.
once I
See,
got,
listen how arrogant that sounds.
it sounds arrogant.
I
Once a
feel
person
like I
told me
already
about,
know
well,
what's wrong with me. If you
once she
would,
told me that, that's when I realized, okay, what I need to work on within myself. What
and
am
that
I
make,
saying wrong?
I'm just listening to you.
No, so what I'm trying to, okay,
No,
let
I'm
me
listening. No,
correct
I'm listening
myself.
to you say that
Mhm.
a woman said you have this. Like, oh, okay, I got it now.
No, I'm not saying that now I'm just up to here now. I'm just saying that once I understand, I have to now figure
Why didn't you
out.
stay in therapy?
Um, I just stopped going. It's not. I don't have an excuse to not keep going.
You know, but okay. So you had an issue.
Hmm.
You at least decided to go, and you did what so many women do. So many, especially so many black women do. You quit,
Yeah, I
and then
should
you wonder
never
why
did
stuff
that.
doesn't work. That'd be like going to a personal trainer and saying, "Okay, uh, here's a workout plan. Oh, okay, I got it from here. Bye bye."
Yeah, it sounds really stupid to do. So I'm not saying what you're saying is wrong at all.
And my point is,
To go back.
my point is, there's a man on the other end of you eventually,
Right.
and if you haven't done the work, you're going to end up likely repeating the same problems
Because I didn't fully heal and
because you
finish
didn't,
the process.
you haven't done the work.
Okay.
That's it. All
So
right,
what do you
appreciate.
recommend
I recommend you go sit down with a therapist,
and how
and
long?
it depends on what the animating issues are. As long as there's nothing clinical,
Uh-huh.
but usually at least 6 months.
6 months. Okay.
At
And
least, because,
I'll
and if you, that means if you go every other week or 3 times a month. But most people switch
mhm.
therapists, and like there are people who will either go 2 or 3 sessions and stop going.
Mhm.
You can't get through anything
Within a month.
because here's the thing: you'll get through one part of it, and then you'll start the issues that are really animating the real issues are much deeper.
Yeah.
You're just scratching the surface. It's like anything else. So appreciate it. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Bye bye.
Okay. Bye.
Yeah. So let me explain. This is why black women in particular. Let me talk to black women in particular. In our community, in our culture, we have such a stigma on therapy. Black women, black people, black women in this case have been You've been told that if you go to therapy, you're crazy or you'll pray it away. No, you can't go sit down with somebody who went to school for something, who sees people and think, oh, well, you have anxiety issues. Okay, I got it. So you're going to go do what? You're going to go read a book? Going to go watch a video? Do the work yourself? No. So appreciate everybody's hitting me up on the badges. We got a lot of folks coming in. I think that, I've said this before. You got to slow down to speed up.